Hey guys. So today I'm going to teach you how to make a kind of a copycat recipe for Zuppa Toscana, my healthful version way, right? So one of the trickiest things to do if you're trying to change the way that you eat to promote your health and wellness, or if you're forced to avoid certain foods because of allergies or other concerns that have popped up, is to change those favorite recipes in a way that still tastes good and has that like authentic, oh yeah, this is what grandma's enchiladas tasted like, or whatever else it is, but still promote your health and don't cause problems, whether those are like GI issues or inflammation or just like avoiding true allergies and things like that. So I'm going to share with you guys one of my favorite makeovers. Something we do in the family wellness course is everyone gets to put out their favorite recipe or a few that are really their staple foods, and then we together as a group make those over and recreate them in a way that holds the authenticity. We're not trying to sell a paleo muffin like your carrot cake muffin that your grandma used to make, right? Nobody's gonna buy that. We're going to make alterations or add-ins that are going to increase the nutritional value of the dish and are going to adhere to certain dietary guidelines, whatever those are for the individual. So I'm sharing with you my Zuppa Toscana, which is gluten and dairy free for the most part. I'll give you the caveat most part here in a minute. And then if you have questions or concerns, or you have a favorite recipe that you would really love, a couple ideas on things you could either add in or alter that aren't gonna mess with the core and the heart and the flavor of the dish, but are going to give you a boost of health and wellness, whether that's adding in herbs or different spices or changing up a few ingredients, let me know and I'd be happy to help. All right, so we're gonna go over some ingredients and then I'm just gonna teach you how to make it because it takes like 7 minutes.
All right, here's the famous ingredients. There's like 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, so close. So basically we've got an onion, right? And I'm making this for 4 to 6 people, not gonna have leftovers. And the way that we slice these is gonna be authentic to the original dish, right? We don't want to dice them or do something crazy. We want it to feel and have the same textures as that Zuppa Toscana that we know and love, right? So we have 1 whole onion. I'm pretty sure my recipe says 2 cloves, but that's ridiculous. So 4 at least cloves of garlic. I've got about 4 cups of red potatoes. Now we're talking about increasing nutrient density, and this is our first deviation here, right? Although I think adding garlic might be a deviation as well. We're gonna use red potatoes. We're gonna start getting some color. We're looking for increase in phytonutrients, right? So this is a little healthy add-in we're doing here. Carrots, not a lot of recipes call for carrots, and often I'll add a little bit of celery, but that one doesn't always fly so well as getting that true authentic-y feeling. So you can add a carrot to just about anything and nobody's gonna really notice. We got our spinach. Now the original recipe calls for kale, but the texture for our family is not a super 10, and spinach when cooked just gets really nice and creamy and it just takes any flavor from the dish on. And if I get this guy nice and chopped kind of in little ribbons, nobody's gonna give me grief about it. And I can add a lot more spinach that I would be able to add kale with kind of that tough texture, even baby kale. So I'm gonna pack it in there and say that it's 2 cups, but it's closer to 4 when it's all said and done. This is the caveat, right? The dairy-free part. So this is some grass-fed ghee, I'm pretty sure it's ghee, which is clarified butter, right? It's just fairly low allergen as far as things go, but if you're going to completely avoid dairy all the way, you can absolutely use avocado oil as the base of this. You're not gonna get those nice little buttery bubbles at the top, which are kind of like the best part sometimes. But that's just gonna be our oil for the base, and add some definite flavor and a little bit of salt. Here's our other guy. So this is an easy switch that you can make from regular pork sausage to a more natural sausage that doesn't have nitrates, doesn't have MSG added. 1 pound cooked, we're looking for, oh, I was gonna give you descriptions of sizes. So this is about 4-ish tablespoons, 3 to 4-ish, I just guess. And this is 1 pound. Now I will give people in the family course a recipe for some sage turkey sausage. If you want to really elevate the nutritional benefit of this dish, dudes, go for the sage turkey sausage. It's gonna taste fantastic. It still has that sausagey bite to it, but you're gonna get a lot more benefit out of those added stuff. But this is my easy kind of backup go-to thing. It's a natural sausage that is all the things free. Now, this is our creamy factor. So this is one of my favorites. Look how thick this is. So this is about a cup of coconut cream. That just means the top, you can buy actual coconut cream. That's allowed, I'll allow it. But this is just the top of a can of coconut milk that I stuck in the fridge. If it's cool in your pantry, then you probably don't need to stick it in the fridge. But this is just that top layer. You can kind of stick a spoon down in there and scoop it out till you hit the nice watery bottom. And you just want the creamy part, because the hardest thing to replicate in this dish without using some cream base is that creamy texture. And I don't want to add a thickener. I don't want to go through the pain of doing like arrowroot or potato starch or something like that. So we're going to use this coconut cream. This is one of the easiest, quickest recipes I know. I literally can get it done from sauteing the sausage to serving it in about 15 to 16 minutes. So easy peasy, quick soup. The broth that we're going to add is going to be hopefully homemade broth if you're up for it. If not, that's okay. You can add just 5 cups if you want it to be nice and thick, a really hearty stew kind of soup. Or you can add up to 8 cups if you've got a lot of mouths to feed and you would like to have it spread farther and make your ingredients last. So here we go.